Can someone in the comments let me know what the fuck Love Island is about? Because I hear about it on social media, but I don't know what the show is about. I've heard claims such as they're trying to bring back hookup culture and it's a psyop. I hate that word. I don't care enough to check it out. Reality TV is just so yucky to me. And also, who are the people who watch reality TV? You know, ask yourself that. And then ask yourself if you want. Is that mean? I'm not trying to be mean. I take it back. If you like reality TV, I congratulate you. You are awe-inspiring, and I know that you're gonna make real change in the world one day, everlasting change. Today, I wanted to make a POS or a PSA about journaling and why oh my god, what did I just show? Of journaling. This is my spiral notebook, the one I'm using to journal. It's like Target brand. It's not even the 5-star journal, which is kind of embarrassing. I'm getting sidetracked though. In my experience, everything I read about comes true. I'm like a magician. I'm like what's that old guy from, I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word, I'm so sorry. What's that elder guy from Harry Potter's name? Mr. Dubfire. I'm like that kind of, because what I think and then write down comes true. I'm kind of a magician. I'm like that lady in 2012 who predicted the end of the world. You know, I think that I'm psychic. I think that I have real power. You guys. So I wanted to make a PSA because I feel like we live in a society full of degenerates, and if people were aware that their thoughts had power, maybe they would come around and try to be decent people. At least that's my working theory. We'll see how that turns out. I recently watched the episodes with Bill Clinton, or what's his name? Bill Cipher, and they're so good. He's such an interesting character. I feel like me and Bill are kind of like the same breed because he's so captivating like me, he's mysterious like me, and he's a triangle, and I feel like I'm a triangle too, you know, like I have psychic powers. Isn't this bracelet so cute? I got it from El Salvador. You guys, I just went to El Salvador. It was so beautiful. I'm so sad to be back in the US. Well, I'm sad and happy. The first thing I did when I got back is I went to Whole Foods because there's nothing to eat in El Salvador that isn't wheat related or lactose related. So I didn't have many options, which was very unfortunate for the time I was there, especially because I got sick as fuck. I got sick as dick. I had to go to the doctor and get an IV bag injected in me and vitamin C. Everybody in my family apparently has worms, which is scary to think about, like worms in their stomach, or parasites, not worms, what the fuck. And they were like, you should get tested, Junior, maybe you have parasites. But I just know I wouldn't have parasites because I'm a believer of God, and since I'm psychic, I feel like God would tell me, you have parasites in you, son. I don't sense that, like I don't sense the parasites, so I know I'm not gonna get tested. I'm gonna instead test my faith, because that's how it works. Like, your thoughts come true, and I don't have parasites, so I don't have parasites, you know. Let's test out this light I'm using right now. For the light, I think I have other color. I think I like this one the best. I bought this shit off Shein. No, Temu, which is just as bad, but I was broke. So I want to make brownies. I haven't made brownies in a very, very long time. I'm a gluten-free, lactose-free, sugar-free, seed oil-free, corn-free individual. So I always have to make these special brownies, and I haven't had the time or effort to do that, even though I've been off for the past 2 weeks, I guess. But I was in El Salvador. Like, Do you really think they sell gluten-free flour in El Salvador? They don't. It's so pretty though. And I would move there. Like, I would move to El Salvador on a heartbeat, on a dime. But there's no Whole Foods there. Like, there's no Whole Foods, there's no H-E-B, there's barely any Walmarts or Targets. Aren't we boycotting Target right now or something? Aren't we boycotting Walmart too? I don't know. But yeah, there's like no Whole Foods, no Sprouts. So I can't do any grocery shopping there. Like, they don't carry my special ingredient. And that's something I realized. I am not a Buddhist. I'm attached to everything. There was no air conditioning in El Salvador, at least where I stayed at. No air conditioning, no running water. And mind you, I got sick for 4 days. 4 days. For 4 days, I was throwing up. I was having diarrhea left and right at my grandma's house, at my aunt's house, at a hardware store. Wherever I was having diarrhea there. It was tough. El Salvador is not for beginners. I'm not even joking. I want to move over there because it's just so much calmer. You know, there's no rat race over there. There's no capitalism. It was just so refreshing to go over there and see different interactions of humans and experience scenic views. It was magical. I can't wait to go back, you guys. And my grandma was like, you know, if you want, you can stay here for 6 months. I looked at her. The fuck are you talking about, Grandma? Why the fuck would I stay here for 6 months? There's no AC, there's no bathrooms. But you know what? Something about it, it's just like telling me, just go, just move over there. Like, who needs AC? Who needs a running bathroom? I did come back to my running bathroom. I showered. I took a hot, warm shower, and I was like, oh my God. How do people live without this? They don't even know what they're missing out on, which is insane. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. We were talking about journaling, right? So I journal sporadically. I don't have any structure in my life because I'm ADHD, and you could probably tell by the way I film these videos that I'm also not medicated, and I don't want to be medicated because stimulants break me out. Stimulants can be addictive. Stimulants can change your brain chemistry. Stimulants can just, yeah, they can be a miracle drug, but they can also come with a lot of unwanted side effects. You can lose your hair on stimulants. Do I look like I want to lose my hair? Like, look at me. Do I look like I want to lose my hair? Stimulants do make you skinny though, which is why we used to prescribe them to housewives in the 60s and 70s because, you know, being skinny was a thing back then too, apparently. And their doctors would just give them Ritalin and fucking amphetamines. Yeah, journaling helps you manifest, and it helps you release a lot of emotional weight off your shoulders, and it helps you create structure and order in your life. And for someone like me who has ADHD and is maybe autistic, that helps. Seriously, you guys, please journal and take care of yourselves. Stop consuming so much media and instead create media. Like, journaling can go beyond just journaling about your life. You can write a book, create stories, write an essay, you know. Stop being on TikTok. That's not helping you. That's not helping society. It's making you stupid. It's ruining your attention span. That's why our society is full of anti-intellectualism, because people don't like to think. They like to just consume. Anyone can consume, but only a thinker can think. Is that profound? Am I like Aristotle in a way? Am I like Socrates? Am I like Plato? Am I like all three of them? Wait, that's a triangle. Oh my God. By the way, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not going through psychosis. I'm not bipolar. I'm just bored. I legit have no friends. But this is a good and bad thing, because I feel like people who have friends, I don't know. I wouldn't know because I don't have friends. But yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm just kidding around, you guys. Don't be a bitch. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What do you want my next video to be about? You know, like, if you want me to go to Egypt, I'll go to Egypt. I feel like if I went to Egypt and I looked at the pyramids, something in my head would just connect the dots and I would come up with theory of everything. You know, like I would just write down the equation for the theory of everything and it would be so accurate that I would be considered the king of quantum physics or something. In all seriousness, this video was so unstructured because I was just bored and I turned on my camera and I was like, let's film. But if you guys like for sure want more structured, focused content in the future, then go watch someone else. Thank you. Bye.